It was beautiful.
Thank you.
This is stuff it's easy to make, you know. If you have any questions on how to grow your wheatgrass, sunflower greens, bean sprout, feel free to call me anytime, okay? I have unlimited voice, unlimited text messages, so you feel free to ask me. I do classes. I teach, you know, individually. Of course, I charge for that. It's $50. Everything that I taught on the first session, I duplicate that. So if you know anybody that's interested, or look for solutions in the mold growing wheatgrass and stuff like that, I can go over there and set them up with trays and everything they need in their house. I've done that with you a few days ago, and that was great, right? You got your sprouts going?
Yeah, these were the beans mix were excellent.
Great.
I failed with the wheat berries.
Right. You had an issue about molding on your wheatgrass, and what I shared with the group was that the circulation of air is very important. The trees have holes on the bottom for one reason, for the air to flow underneath. If there's air flowing into your wheatgrass, mold cannot survive. It will build up in moisture and just stable environment. So if you flow air within below 50 degrees, below 100 degrees, you're fine. You know, put a little fan or put it outside. Like I would put this on this side here because it creates like a funnel. The wind of outside or inside for the funnel, so you have the flow of the air going. And you're good. All right, let's go to the water. Water, why is it so important? Why? Because we're 75% of water. You know, our body and our blood is made 95% of water, and we take it for granted. Water is healing. You heard a lot of people from Europe going to Zephyr Hills waters and just soak themselves, take a bath. You heard about the Japanese bath. You heard about medieval times, the king times. People used to take bath. Bath is healing. There's one organ that we kind of forget. It's our skin. Our skin is an organ, and it's alive, and it absorbs, it's respire, it's breathing. And anything you put in contact with your skin will be absorbed to your body. You know, sunscreens and all that stuff, you should be careful because it has chemicals in it. I apply aloe vera to my skin, to my hair, to my body, at least every day. The real aloe vera, the leaf, you just take a section out, you peel it off just like a salmon, and the gel inside, you kind of smoosh it and it becomes liquid. I have a YouTube video. You go on youtube.com/newagenow. I'll show you how to make your own algae. And put it on my hair. It's a great gel. It's very cost effective. Your face, it's immediate, instant facial treatment. And you're actually going to look 5 years younger right after you apply aloe into your face, because it stretches your skin and gets rid of the fine wrinkles. It's amazing. You look really good, and you feel refreshed as well. Aloe vera is a very good source of ormus, which I'm going to teach sometime soon. Arbitrary rearranged monatomic elements, also known as M-state. Very high content of iridium and rhodium. So anything that has a high content of those and you absorb it is going to make you very healthy. Kills any kind of parasites or fungus or cancer, anything, I would say acid-forming disease. And aloe is very healthy. Apply it to skin, drink it, eat it. I didn't put any on the lunch today because I ran out, but I highly suggest for you guys to use it. So water is very, very important when we take bath. When we go to the pool, you know, most of the pools have chlorine in it. It's not that great. It's fun to be in the water anyway. If you have an option, go to the ocean instead. The ocean water is very nutritious. It has so much nutrition that your body needs, and once you swim in it, the skin absorbs it. You know, if I'm going to teach you something real quick. If you step on chopped garlic barefoot, you're going to taste the garlic on your tongue, and that's how effective the skin is. Yeah, it absorbs it, and it'll go through all your body, all your cells, because the blood cells travel, and whatever it absorbs from one place or the other in your body, it will be receptive from the other. Try this sometimes. You see, I don't wear shoes, and I see you guys don't much. It's great to be grounded. You see, Earth is negative ions. I don't know if you heard about negative ions, how important they are to your health compared to positive ions. positive ions emitted by TV screens or computer screens is not healthy. You need some negative ions. Negative ions can be found in waterfalls. Waterfalls have very high concentration of the negative ions. They're very healing, very healthy. They'll calm you. They'll bring balance into your life. So bring some negative ions to your life and you'll feel more energized. The earth is negative ions. The atmosphere is positive ions. So when you put shoes or something between you and earth that disconnect, you're more entitled to collect the positive ions, which is not that healthy. So connect grounded. Connect, just be grounded with bare foot, and the energy flows inside of you. And once you're more connected, you receive more negative ions, you feel better, you feel just more connected. I prefer to walk on bare soil, you know, like grass and things like this. Direct contact with the earth. Concrete floor, tiles, and it's okay. You're still grounded, but not as much as if you walk on bare soil. So going back to water, negative ions, and I would say also pH level. Have you heard of pH level? pH level is 7.167, something like that. Anything above that is considered as alkaline or basic. Anything below that is considered as acidic or toxic. Once again, disease, acid forming, survive and grow into acidic environment. So if your pH level or anything that you drink or eat is low on pH, like a 3 or 4, chances are you feed the cancer, you feed the acid forming disease. Anything that's above 7, so highly, I would say like a 9 or 10, even better 11, like I can get. I just got this pH meter, by the way, so I haven't tasted the pH level on this. All I had was the stripes, so I could see that this water is alkaline, this one is acidic, just with the stripe. But now I'm going to accurately and for the first time in front of everybody know exactly what my pH level of the water is, and I'm pretty sure it's close to 9 or 10. So the higher pH level, the better it is. It's going to bring alkaline into your body, means more antioxidants, means less disease. Just think of an apple. If you slice it in half and leave it open, it'll become brown. Why is that? Because the air that we breathe is oxidated. It's about 250 millivolts oxidated. This is an ORP meter. An ORP meter is to meter, calculate the oxidation reduction potential. That means the possibility of reduction of the oxidation. So once again, if you break an apple in half and it becomes brown, it's because the air is oxidized. If you put this apple into a high antioxidant environment, it will not get brown. And it's the same thing with our cell. When we eat something that's acidic or toxic, our cell becomes brown, it perishes, it becomes diseased, it becomes incoherent. The way you want to bring coherence into your health is bring coherent elements into your body, which is an alkaline environment. Alkaline can be found in foods. Great source of alkaline is soaked almond, for example. You taste some of those, wheatgrass and all this Greek foods. Acid forming would be hamburgers, I don't know, all these yucky foods that I don't eat, so I don't know which ones are. So I'm gonna teach you about this water. What is this? You see two tanks, one on the left, one on the right. I put the same amount of water on both and the same quality of water. This is tap water that I put in. It is separated by a membrane. Inside this membrane, which is like this, I use PVC pipes for gardening. I put a sponge inside of it. I use ocean sponge because it has less chemicals in it, and I just stick it in. So it creates like a membrane. Of course, I cut to the right size. So the water is separated by this membrane, a sponge. Okay? And what I do is I transfer on each tank's electricity. This is positive and this is negative. It is plugged into a 36 volts adapter, because I don't plug it directly to the wall. That will be 110 volts, that's too much. So 36 volts, and what it does, it separates the water into acidic, into alkaline by electrolysis ionizing, it's called. The same way I use for the hydrogen. I just use the battery for my car and separate the water into oxygen and hydrogen, and I separate. I take the hydrogen and send it to my car for the intake. That's what I use from my body too. Is electrolysis ionizing, but for different purpose, a different way. It is plugged with a platinum stripe. This is surgery grade, 199% of platinum for conductivity. You don't want to use stainless steel. If you do, use the 316L stainless steel, which is pure. The way to find if it's pure stainless steel is you put a magnet in it. If it doesn't magnet, because it's pure. If it magnets, because it's not pure. So this is my 2 batch. I started to do it yesterday. So now I should have acidic water and alkaline water. I'm going to test this water for the ORP level. The ORP level, anything below 100 is considered acidic, or actually oxidizing. Anything below 0 is considered as antioxidant. Okay? So when you hear about antioxidant, like berries, blueberries, acai, all those berries that are very good in antioxidant, that's what they mean. It's something below 0 millivolts, and that's calculated with an ORP meter. So this is the air that we breathe right now. It's 70 millivolts, so it is oxidated. I'm going to plunge this test into the alkaline. This is the alkaline side actually. I'm going down to 140, 150. 157 millivolts, minus 158 millivolts. So this is antioxidant. Okay, I learned something new here today. This is my alkaline side, and it's minus 242. Minus 242 millivolts. That's my alkaline side. This was supposed to go higher than 0, but it doesn't go higher than 0. So I guess I could drink that too. Cut. This is